Welcome to the Nerd Party.
Hello, I'm Charlene Schmidt.
I'm Patrick Schmidt.
We just got done watching Whatever Happened to Mr. Garibaldi, episode 2 of season 4 of Babylon 5, and it's time to babble for 5. Do you have a Vorlon inside you? No? Sheridan does, apparently.
Apparently. Well, that's how they get around. That's how they see the world. Well, and apparently Kosh is still alive.
Via Sheridan, who is also in some weird balance between alive and dead. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Hanging out with some dude who has been living in a cave at the bottom of Zahadum forever. Right. Who is not just a first one, he is the first one.
Yeah, just hanging out with God. We're kind of a cryptic motherfucker, but not as cool cryptic as Kosh. And this guy's just leading to a conclusion.
Which is to ask Sheridan, does he have anything worth living for, after asking, who are you? Now, did that remind you of anybody? The reason why I ask is the same guy who plays Lorian, Wayne Alexander, also played the Inquisitor in season 2 with Delenn and Sheridan. Who are you? He was Sebastian?
Oh, is that the stupid British time travel bullshit?
Yeah, a little bit. He was Jack the Ripper. Mm-hmm. Same dude asking the same questions. I do not think that's a coincidence.
So Jack the Ripper was God?
That's not what I'm saying.
It's only taken me until season 4, maybe this episode, maybe this discussion to realize it. But
what?
Is there some sort of dichotomy between like good and evil? Between asking who you are and what do you want?
Yeah! Yes! Well done, sir. Well done. Yes.
I can go.
No, stay. You're just starting to grasp it. So many things. This is so great.
Now, who are you apparently includes what would you die for?
Do you have anything worth living for? I think that's an entirely different question on its own. And apparently the answer for Sheridan is Delenn. Because it got to be about a woman, am I right?
Uh-huh, isn't it always?
Usually. Apparently we know what Franklin is up to now. Since MedLab has been a little quiet, he is apparently playing the part of estate divider or what have you, as well as therapist to Delenn, who opened up really quick as the moment she opened her mouth. I loved him. I should have trusted him more and loved him less. And oh my God, I'm a hot mess.
You become a hot mess when you are fasting.
Well, this is true. Your brain cannot function right, Delenn. I kind of love at the end of that scene where Delenn's spilling her guts. It cuts to commercial, right? He just kind of scratches his head and walks off, and that's the end of the scene.
Yep.
I think that's all of us. However, Franklin does come up with one thing that gives Delenn a little bit of hope, and that's basically invading Sheridan's privacy and letting her listen to one of his log entries where she gets the message of, hey, maybe we can fly. And if we're going to go down, let's at least go down trying. Wants to attack Zahadum.
This turned very quickly from do not go to Zahadum to
let's go to Zahadum!
Yeah, burn this down. Right?
Pretty much. I think that's what fasting and rage and grief is going to give you. Instead of it coming to you, you might as well go to it and hope for the best. Now, to the B plot. Another unlikely pairing. Last episode, it was Jakar and Zach Allen. This week, it's Jakar and Marcus.
So I have a question, because I'm confused. What planet did the bar fight happen on?
That's a good question. I didn't quite catch that either. I never have.
Yeah, that totally confused me. I had no idea how Jakar ended up in this rando bar on this rando planet. And I have no idea how Marcus, unless he's a telepath, ended up finding Jakar.
Remember, Marcus is really good at working in the dark places and finding out information that other people can't possibly get their hands on. I have a feeling he had kept his eye on Jakar, and it's also possible behind the scenes, maybe Zach slipped a little something, a piece of information to Marcus saying, hey, look, I can't go after him. Can you keep an eye on him for me?
And then he did such a great job that now Jakar's all locked up. In a roundabout way, it may have ended up better for Jakar and better for the Narn that way if Londo upholds his end of the bargain.
If. Now, this is a big promise Londo's making, where if Jakar helps Londo kill Emperor Cartagia, he will free Narn. Huge turning point here. These two used to be sworn enemies. Now Londo is saying, look, I wouldn't wish this kind of torture upon anybody, and especially you.
Mm-hmm. And I think there's a little bit of conscience showing up in Londo for once, in the first time in a long time.
I don't know. Is this going to help him save some face, do you think?
Maybe, but at the same time, I don't know that that's what he's after. I don't know that he cares about that.
Circumstances have forced this upon them. Maybe it's like what Delenn said, where Sheridan didn't choose his actions chose him. Has this also happened to Londo and Jakar? Should we go watch episode 3 now?
It's time for that. So we're going to go check that out. In the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, bell,
YouTube.
all the YouTube.
Yeah, and just don't spoil anything because he's watching for the first time if you did not already know that. If you're new here, welcome.
Yeah, that's the whole theme of the show. We'd love to be able to get some of your feedback, some of your thoughts.
So yeah, please keep the comments coming. We always love your input. We love chatting with you. And so until next week, everybody.
Bye.